So, what were the values which were, yeah, come like, this is more comfortable. Like, what were the values which were like most important to you?
I think the empathy,
Empathy, yeah.
and the empathy, the open-minded,
Yeah,
respect for diversity, tolerance,
yeah,
communication.
yeah. So, one thing, we talked about sex really fast.
Mm.
Yeah. How did you feel about that?
Okay. I think for me, talk about sex is nice. It's great do that more, like
Yeah.
normally, normal things. But of course, outside talking when something people are close,
Yeah.
maybe I think it like, oh, maybe the people going to feel
Embarrassed.
angry or uncomfortable,
Yeah.
because it's something people have the sex like taboo. We are in 21, but
Mm. Yeah.
something people live in
Yeah.
18,
Yeah.
17 years
Yeah.
old.
Yeah.
They have very close-minded or
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Fucking weird.
Yeah.
Nah, because I agree, right? Yeah, so it was totally okay to talk with you about sex, but most guys they don't do it right away. But you like to talk about it because you're open-minded, right? Yeah. So it was no problem for you. It was actually interesting for you, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because I like talk about sex.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
like sex.
Yeah. This is good. I like that.
We love sex.
Yeah.
Other people love sex, so
All the people love sex, right?
but
then-
something people just wanna show you or give you fault.
Make you judge you. Yeah. Yo guys, what's up? So, can we talk about sex? Should we talk about sex? And are there occasions where we cannot talk about sex? So, can we talk about sex? Yes, we can talk about sex. As you can see here, we can talk about sex. Actually, with most women, you can talk about sex. Should you talk about sex? Yes, you should talk about sex. A lot of women are really open-minded and they want you to escalate things, especially if they like you. They want you to go steps further, right? And you have to understand that talking about sex is actually really close to your end goal, which is having sex with her. And from there on, you can build relationships however you want it. Polygamy, non-gamey, whatever monogamous, whatever you want to do, right? That's on you. But you have to have sex with her, right? If you want to get into any romantic relationship, right? So, nowadays it's all messed up. Guys are even afraid to talk about sex. In old ancient Greek, you were not even a man if you were not comfortable talking about sex, making a woman feel comfortable around the idea of having sex with you. So everything, foreplay, everything, like your responsibility as a man was to make women feel comfortable around sex. And the other thing was actually to give her a good sexual experience. Nowadays, men cannot even talk about sex. They are so afraid and everything. So, and that's not your fault, that's society's fault. Because everyone makes it so creepy to talk about sex, right? It's so creepy and you should never offend a woman. If you talk about sex, that's so offensive. That's some bullshit, guys. Think about it. There are people having sex every day. You come to the world having sex. Like your mom, your dad, bam, bam, bam. You having sex You had sex already. Why is it so weird to talk about it? Doesn't make sense. It's something really natural in nature. With every animal, every human being. It's even weird if a human being doesn't have sex. But it's so weird to talk about it. That is weird as fuck, right? So guys, if you're not there right now, you cannot talk comfortable about sex, relax. You have to develop that skill. Because it makes things weird for women if you're not even comfortable yourself talking about that. So you have to take that step. And even if it feels weird and you feel uncomfortable in the beginning because you've never done it, you have to develop that skill. You have to do it. Otherwise, you will not be able to have a lot of sex. You will not. How would you if you're not even comfortable talking about it? So, a lot of women, they like to talk about sex. I already mentioned that, right? So, look at it this way. You are not even a man. You are framed by society. You're validation seeking. You do what society wants instead of doing what you want. You want to have sex, you want to have relationships, and you let yourself get suppressed by society. That's not manly. That's validation seeking behavior. If you want sex, you talk about it like a man. You talk about it. And what do? We decide. We create. If we want sex, we want to talk about sex. And our belief our frame is, it's normal to talk about sex. Then we go out and we project that. And everything else, what society says, or some beta males who judge you, or some women who slut shame you, we defend our belief. Because our belief, our frame is the strongest. Talking about sex is normal. So there might be a beta male with a belief, oh, that is weird when you talk about sex. You should be in the friend zone for 8 years and creep your way into it and sneak your way into it. What do? The beta male comes and judges you and says, that's weird, why you talk like that to a woman? Talk like that to a woman? Bro, we are adults, right? How old are you, right? You understand it's normal to have sex. No offense, but bro, I mean, how old are you? You cannot talk about sex? It's weird for you? Bro, you should work on that. I help you. And you actually do help him. Because he will get no pussy. He will not get pussy. He thinks he will get pussy because it's his sneaky way. But in that case, that's how you defend it. And women, they will not even offend you. It never happens. Like really rarely. They only do it when they get dumped by a man. And when they just get used by a man, then they are like, oh, why do men always talk about sex? And it's just because they don't want to get used. But in that case, if a woman would hypothetically slut shame you for it, they would just say, for me, I'm an adult. It's normal for me to talk about sex. I didn't mean to offend you, but it's just normal. We don't let them dictate. We don't let them dictate with their toxic frame. We have our frame, and that is the strongest frame. Our frame is the strongest. Our frame is so strong that they even question their reality. They even question like, wait, hold on. Am I slut shaming? Are my beliefs right? That's how strong we are in our beliefs. Also, if you want coaching course or boot camps, hit me up in my DMs, Instagram Coach Kojo or Max Punish in Facebook. Peace out.